Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm downtown on Atlantic Avenue. Listen, I'm making this video tonight because someone on Facebook said the only reason they watch my videos is because I'm ignorant, I'm insane, and I'm bitter. Well, ignorant. Only reason they call me ignorant is because I don't say what they want me to say. And I'm bitter because I'm brutally honest. And insane means to do the same thing over and over again and to expect a different outcome. That's not me. Now, they're upset with me because I was saying things about Barack Obama. Not negative, but I was saying, but what if he doesn't win again? You know, people act like this 4 years. The only reason black people love Barack Obama so much is because he's a black man, African American, and they live vicariously through Barack Obama. That's the only reason. Now, I'm saying I hope he wins too. I don't have anything personally against him. I hope he does win. But the thing I'm saying is, like, the thing I'm trying to say is, like, Clinton served 8 years in office, right? Bill Clinton was in office for 8 years. But while Bill Clinton was in office, we still had poverty. You still had ghettos. You still had housing products. You still had black men going back and forth to jail. You still had men selling crack and selling crack to each other and like murdering one another. It wasn't like while he was in office, it was all peaceful and like we was living high on the hog, meaning like we was all middle class and shit. There was still poverty. There was still people living poor. It was still like the economy was good, but you still had poor people living in the hood. Like you still had housing products. You still had Wagner housing projects. You still had St. Nicholas housing projects. You still had Grant housing projects. You still had the Polo Ground housing projects up on 155th Street, all while Bill Clinton was in office. And you still got these housing projects now. You had these housing projects when George Bush was in there. And George Bush was in there for 8 years. And like most people that live in the housing projects usually leave the apartment to their children. Then they leave the apartment to their children. So it's like generation after generation living in the housing projects. So what difference does it make to them, in particular, who becomes the president? You know what I'm saying? And like people are so scared that Barack Obama will not be re-elected. And some people are talking about they're going to leave out the country and all hell is going to break loose because Mitt Romney is going to do this to us. People were saying the same shit about Ronald Reagan. It was like if Ronald Reagan becomes president, he going to be making us go to school on Saturdays and Sundays and 7 days a week and shit like that, they were saying. And you know, like people just like live, like I said, vicariously through Barack Obama. And just like I was saying when I was boxing, when a father trains the son, it's because the father wants to live through the son. And when guys walk around in the hood with pit bulls, it's because they're living vicariously through the pit bull. It's just like, you know, it's like you can't say nothing negative about what Barack Obama does simply because he's black. And that's what all these, and that's why I made the other video when I was talking about you got to stay away from negative niggas. And I don't like using that word, but what I meant is like people, you know, they, like in the hood, they got this bubble where everybody thinks the same, and the minute you don't think like everybody else, you consider the outcast. You know, you're being ostracized from your community because you don't think like everybody else do. I mean, but like I always say, people are always trying to put their brain into my head so I can think like they do. I'll talk to you later, Monty.